good morning, good afternoon. Just a quick 15 minutes, well 10 minutes. I'm actually looking at the camera. I'm using the Lavalier microphone today. So hopefully it'll sound pretty good. I'll go on to live chat, not top chat, like I did twice last night. 5 people watching already, we must be pretty impressive. Just let me know what the audio sounds like, I'll be really, really grateful. Wife's gone out, so I thought I'd just do one. I'm just basically getting ready to go out to work. And I thought I'd come on and say hello to everybody. Thanks for your thumbs up. Please like and subscribe. We're actually on 698 subscribers now, so if 2 people watch this, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? We're going to be on 600 in a minute. I turned the subscriber count off on the thing because it's driving me insane. But anyway, sad news. Hello, Heat Vapes. How you doing? In the kitchen, Mick. What you doing? Wicking up the sandwich. I've just had a sausage butty for a lot of years. It's just one of them things. I have sausages on a Friday night, and then there's always 2 left for a sandwich for lunch on a Saturday. So one thing I've noticed when I go live, all I ever do is vape. So I'm going to try not to do that because all you get is a continuous. So if you're thinking of buying a very expensive microphone to stream off your phone, if you go onto Amazon, you can find a plug-in Lavalier microphone at about 19 quid. Save yourself a lot of money. I was going to use the Rode one just to test it out in here, but I've left it in the car. I can't be asked to come fetch it, to be honest. So I hope you're all doing well on this wonderful Saturday. It's actually quite a nice day here. We've had some really mild weather. I wonder if Greta Thunberg's got it right. You never know. Please feel free to chat away so we can have some interaction. Otherwise, I'll really quickly run out of something to say. I tell you what, you don't do bad on an iPhone, do you? Really? This is the name of the... Hello, Craig, how you doing? That's the name of the microphone I'm using. That's what it says on the bag. That's what came through. It comes through in a little bag. I've just got it plugged in. You actually get a fluffy thing. I'm here in the kitchen here. I'm not fresh in the kitchen. I'm just actually literally in the kitchen. I'm not mixing anything. Having a cup of tea. Now we've had a bit of news this morning. Mr. Green was going to come on Monday. And sadly this week he's got some personal things going on in his life, so he can't make it to the following Monday. So if you were looking forward to watching Grim Green this Monday, you'll have to watch him next Monday on the 5:10. So he sent a lovely email. No, I'm in live chat. I did it twice yesterday. My Christ. It's a bit like the new Facebook thing where you can't actually make any sense of what's going on. And then you realise that you're in top chat, so nothing actually works out. I would like somebody to explain to me, if they ever could, what top chat is. So whether it just randomly selects people who they think you want to talk to or to listen to, I'm not sure, but it never really works out for me. It's a bit like listening to, when years ago we used to listen on FM on the radio to the police, and you could only ever hear one side of it, and that's what Top Chat is. That's the new FM police channel. See, I'm doing it again. It just ends up with a load of all the time. So, not much to report really today. Obviously it's a Saturday in the cab trade. It's stupid highlights of chat. Ah, right, that's what it is all about, is it? Mick, take your seat in the baby. Oh, here we go again. We haven't got any babies here. We've got a granddaughter that comes, but you can't believe it. She's a year old, and she came the other day and she looked at me and she said, "Granddad." That's one thing when children have got older siblings, they learn everything really, really quick. And she's only a year and a week, and she's walking about like a good one. She was stumbling about the week before, and now she's come, she could run a bloody marathon. She has the occasional tumble, but that's all. I never thought I'd have any more grandkids, to be honest, but anyway, one turned up and she's doted on by everyone. Because that's the way it is, isn't it, with kids? So, let's do a little Buffy, the old mouth to lung stuff. I've had the Voltrove out this morning in series with some commercial e-liquid in there, what I bought, that I found at the back of the shelf, and I thought, well, I need to get this vaped. Well, if you've ever got some liquid that needs vaping pretty quick, you want to be on you want to be on a Voltrove, because you only seem to chug it 3 or 4 times and it's disappeared. And it was the breakfast at Telios stuff that I bought. I bought 60ml or 100ml cheap, just dropped a bit of 72 in there. But it's still nice anyway. Still on the Vertex now. I use this all the time, to be honest. I do use the Vertex, but it's got something else in there. I've been using these for ages. This is the old battered one. I bought it 3 years ago, and I bought another one of them, which is here. You can barely hear me from the phone now. I don't know. That's this little microphone what's on here. I'll try. It's going to go in a minute. But you should be able to hear me. That's the only thing. That's they let you go live on the phone, and then you start going down the rabbit hole of microphones. So I bought a Rode one. But I say I've left that out in the car. It's not you, it's me. Can you hear me all right, Craig? I always have a listen back just to see what the sound like. This is the one I used when I did that one to Ireland in the taxi. The only problem is with it, obviously, it's a reel of wire, and that's why I went for the Rode one. But I'm not sure if that's the best thing. It's been interesting because I do listen to a lot of different sort of things. I've just re-subscribed to a bloke called the Mac Master because he's gone off to America with his friends, and I don't know what he uses. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the picture is really good, isn't it? You know, you can also turn the picture around and use it on there. But so I listened to this guy called the Mac Master, and whether he doesn't do it live though, he does it recorded. Because when I bought the Rode, I was looking at a different one, but they said it interfered if you were on cellular with the stream, so I didn't want that one. So that's why I went for the Rode one. But it doesn't seem particularly loud. But obviously, if you were doing a video, Froome from the kitchen. No, literally from the kitchen. Anyway, Nick, I hope you're in live chat, not top chat. Tell you what, the internet has been really good this week. I've enjoyed it. I was listening to one with Herb the other day, and I literally was laughing out loud. It was just right up my street. I know sometimes he can be a little bit toxic, but he just makes me laugh and I can't help it. Themed my kitchen. Do you know, this kitchen is ready for doing. This is a true story. This kitchen was going to be done last year, and yeah, the famous Welsh guy. This kitchen was going to be done last year, but the builder, who is a close friend of mine, actually he's had an illness for a year, and we're waiting for him to, because we won't use anybody else. He's the guy that we use for everything, and we won't use anybody else. And we're waiting for him to get back to work to do it. And we, you know, that's the way it is. Out of a mark of respect for the illness that he's had, we don't have it done. But it generally does want doing. I mean, we were on about having, because I think the kitchen itself's about 16 years old. We bought the house. It was a council house, and we lived in it for donkey's years, and then bought it off the council for not a lot of money. And Nevin's kitchen doesn't look like that. Have you seen my Turkish eye? That's been up there for donkey's years. This is where I used to cast from when we first started doing the show. Now we've got the UK's probably, you know, top mixers abusing each other in the chat, because just drama does sell. I watched that thing with TVP last night. What a humble guy. When he's done his thing and calms down, at least he goes back and writes where he feels he's gone wrong, which I think is pretty cool. So we need to get the two top mixer. I can't really say it, it don't come out of my mouth. We need to get them arguing and see if we can get some more gear sold. Cheeks, Nevins, cheeks, green. So I don't know what we're going to do this week because obviously we're not on tomorrow night because we're on tomorrow night, sorry, and then I was going to be on with Grim on Monday, but it's going to be the following Monday now. So we might put something up on Tuesday. Can you stop enjoying yourself in the chat, please? This is a serious stream. Live from the shed. Is that what you're doing? I'm quite lucky because obviously I started this later in life, so my dependent children have all buggered off, so I ended up with a free YouTube studio. I noticed with a lot of the younger casters that's what their problem is. They haven't got enough rooms in the house because obviously the kids are sleeping in them. So what I'd do if my kids were younger, so I know that you're 17-year-old and she's a girl and you're a boy, but you can bugger off in that and stop in that room because I want this as a YouTube studio. Just be selfish. Does this show the right way around then? Because that obviously, when I'm looking at it, looks the opposite way around. My wife bought me that sign. A rose lives here with an old thorn. Presumably, I'm the old thorn. Hang on. Let's see if I can get that back. I'm not ventured into lives yet. Just uploaded Mr. and Mrs. episode 5 though. Yeah. The thing is with that, you've got twice as much appeal, or 3 times as much appeal, because Mrs. is in. I feel left out now. I might do a live from the bog and title it Flushing Babes. There you go. Well, hopefully I've inspired you. Don't eat your sandwiches on there though. Live from Sheboygan, Scotland. I encourage anybody to do this. It didn't come naturally to me for a start. I've always naturally been able to jabber on because of what I do for a living. But your confidence builds. I could just do it anyway now, don't bother me at all. I'm quite interested in doing a bit more of the travelling stuff. I've been watching these guys travelling in first class doing live vlogs from first class on an aeroplane now. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Marcy, I must say, I did start watching them, and when you first start watching them, you find them really interesting, but if you've ever travelled a long distance in a seat with no room, you do find it very, very difficult to have any sympathy with them when they're complaining about the champagne was a bit warm in first class. It does grate on you a bit, shall I say. When you look at them spent £2,500 to fly to New York, though, you wonder where they get the bloody money from. I've done some long haul stuff in a not particularly good seat, and it's not. When you're 6'3" with extremely long legs, it's not much fun at all. So we can throw the road mic away then and just use the wired up one for doing outside stuff. So the Rode one, if you were doing a video, you just, when you put it in the editing software, you just turn it up a bit. So what's everybody's plans for today? Obviously I'm going to work to earn some bloody money. I went to, I can tell you where I went, but I can't tell you what took. I went to Center Parcs yesterday and dropped some customers off that had gone for the weekend. And that's all done up for Christmas. It looked amazing. I prefer going live with less people. More people, I mess it up, shall we say, and get booted because I'm socially awkward. Yeah, you're definitely socially awkward, I can guarantee that. So was Sheboygan. When you're doing an 80s dance-off with Benny, let me think about that. Clean kitchen, slag Nevins off, watch a movie, troll Nevins, in Simon's chat, same old, same old. Well, it's fair game, really. You know, he's put himself out there. He's actually, 2024, if he hasn't took the world over by then, it's going to get some serious. It's going to get serious. There's going to be some serious trolling going on then. He'd probably be sat there in his Ferrari, working right now than a curry. Hello, Mr. Anderson. How are you doing? I had a Thai yellow. Hello, Geordie. How you doing? Hi, Mitch. if anybody doesn't know what this Mitch thing is, one thing, Scuba started it first when he's had a few cocks, which is a whiskey. Don't call him that, it makes his head bigger. He started it off, and now the vaping trucker has decided my name is Mitch. So there we go. So I've actually hit the heavy heights of being called Mitch. I'll never forget you guys, even when I'm watching you from the White House. Workhouse. I think you spelt that wrong. Workout. When you're watching this from the workhouse, when they've come and took the mansion back and the Ferrari's gone back on the lease. Oh dear. Covering your arse. Covering your arse. It's making sure the free shit keeps coming. We know they're good. Don't tell them they're good. I'm going to try blush in a Veltrove. That's what my next thing is. Don't feel obliged to lie, Geordie. Graham's used to it. Now you know, DIY. Join us, yeah. Team free shit. I'm all for it, really. X1, son. I think we ought to have a Sheboygan Christmas. We ought to bring him back just for the Christmas period. Son, hey. Even though people know it's you now, it won't matter. It'll still be funny. Socially awkward. I think everybody feels. I mean, they're going about anxiety sometimes, don't they? But everybody feels anxious. You walk into a pub that's full, and they all turn around and look at you. When we collab, I'm taking 75% because Graham just booms all day. He does, isn't it? Oh no, what have we done? What have we done now? Welcome to live chat again. Press the wrong button. Yeah, I think I don't really think we've done him any favours by introducing Graham to that side of things. He's now on the dark side. He's never actually done anything. Tried your lemon pocket, and that's top drawer. I like the glamour. I do like the lemon pocket. The Kendall mint cake is good if you like the Kendall mint cakes, but it wouldn't be one that I'd buy, to be honest. You're moving in for Christmas, can you imagine? But yeah, I'm not in a lot around Christmas, but you come for dinner if you want, son. No trolling though, I don't want no winding up. Cool, wait till you try Glamour if you like the ice cream. That's correct. Glamour's nice. One thing I do enjoy is when a new product is released and the creators live in this bubble for a few weeks where they just think that everybody loves them, and then the crash is amazing. It's like when somebody what's been on coke all day and then the next morning when they're sat there miserable, thinking the world's ended. Listen to that for a crackle. That's a proper Coils mouth to lung alien for you. The thing is, when you get a great juice from the likes of Nevins and Graham, it's hard not to tan them. Yeah, that's right, exactly, yeah. Got to be honest though, I've got a bloody room full of liquids, so, and I do keep going back to my own stuff. Not blowing my own trumpet, but it's what I've got used to vaping. Did you vape all that strawberry one, Graham, or did you not think it was good enough for the likes of you? I really enjoy that. I'm on about the 400ml, I think, now. I need to make another bottle before it runs out. Oh, bloody hell, I've had a go. Yeah, that's it. If Nevin sends you a thing, you belong to him. That's why I charge for mine. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that for free shit. I've had I think over the last 6 months, there've been quite a few bits come through for review. I did a review on a knife sharpener, put it in, and I thought I'll send it through to Amazon, but I put some music at the beginning and end, and they've rejected it. So I don't know what you're supposed to do for them. Whether you're supposed to talk like this to actually get your review posted on your Amazon thing, I don't know. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim the music off it, and I'm going to reload it. And then if they don't have it, I'm not going to do anything else for them at all, because I actually bought that myself. So that would be an interesting thing to do. Everything that you've ever buy off Amazon, just do a review on it. It's now moved on a week. Grim's emailed. He's got some personal problems. No, he's not got personal problems. He's got something personal going on in his life that takes him away. So he's not going to be able to do it this week. But he's all up for it next week. So it'll be the 29th, isn't it? I think 29th. It was really, he sent an email apologising. I mean, can you imagine? Bless him. A lot of people would have just sent the thing saying, I can't make it this week. But no, it was a full email apologising for the fact he couldn't make it. Not to me, to Jay. That's one thing, when you go live on your phone, you notice how many people keep going in and then leaving. So I'm not as popular as I thought it was. I need to switch that off. You need to be able to just jabber on to one person. Anyway, I really ought to go because it's. I'll give it another couple of minutes and then I need to be out of here by 2:15, because otherwise I'll sit here jabbering down the internet all day and not get any money made. So I'm going to have a listen back to this as well and just see what the audio sounds like, and then I can get in touch with Mr. Rode and tell him his mic's that good. I know when I did the from the car, you couldn't go live from your car then. You had to go, you had to record it and then upload it. This sounded pretty good on there. Basic, simple idea, just a piece of wire with the iPhone plug on one end, and then the 3.5 jack chucked in there. Should be brilliant when I go on holiday, because you've no need to take all that crap with you. When I went in September, Ali Tooney's on tomorrow night. Yeah. No, he's a fascinating guy. We've been organising it forever, and yeah, you'll have to come on, Ali. You'll have to come on, Ali. And he's like, yeah, I will. And then I thought, well, it's time to just ask him when he is coming on. I said, do you fancy it this week? And he said, yeah, I'll be on there. Well, obviously, Addy is the full package. He's a modder, modifying stuff, and he's a top-notch mixer. So that's another one. He's a lot better than Graham and Nevins put together. And so he's, so he's the full package. So that'll be interesting. I don't know how long you've been watching us, Geordie, but if you look back, we had Heavy Metal Vapor on one night. He was a fascinating guy. Sadly, he's gone out of the way. And I don't know if you ever saw the live with Big Lou, Bogan, Batman, and Heavy Metal Vapor. If you're into your mechs, you'll love that. You probably have seen it though, but that was fascinating. It was like watching, an older group of people. Hello, Nicky, how you doing? Not an old, and they're not even older, if you know what I mean. Like you'd sit there and listen to people when you were at work talking about the way it used to be, and I tell you what, it's a cracking thing if you've never seen it. I mean, the Addy Tooney K-Fun, I've never used the K-Fun, but the Addy Tooney K-Fun is one of the most sought after things, and there's very, very few of them about. I think Scuba's just got one and he's in love with it. Disco got one as well. Now we'll go back through your shows. I only really got deep into shows when I started reviewing. Yeah, if you look back, there was Batman was on, Vic was on, Tolome, Steve. Yeah, the vape team, I used to love them. The first time I ever found the vape team, we went to America, and I took my laptop, because we've got a place with catch later eat. We've got Wi-Fi in the villa, so I took it out, and I actually caught them live, obviously at the same time as me, in the US. And I didn't even know that vape shows existed. And that's when I started looking around. I'd been vaping 2 years when I actually found out there was a thing on YouTube. I mean, obviously I've had YouTube on my phone forever and watched very, very few. Yeah, he's good. He is a nice guy. He knows his stuff. And he's never, well, none of them, to be honest, the ones that are about now, they don't either. They're not high and mighty like, you know, that there's something really amazingly important. They're all down to earth, just interested in vaping and that type of thing. Batman is a really nice guy. He's about 19 foot tall and about 10 foot wide. I won't want a backhander off him anyway. That's for sure. He's huge. He took a bit of a back seat for a while, but obviously he's back now. I think you do sometimes, don't you? You know, I don't know what's going to go on for us around Christmas because it's dropped on a weekend. So Boxing Day is a Sunday. I'll be at work, so I won't be able to do one then. We just sort of fit in at different times, don't we? Yeah, he's a nice guy. Done well for himself as well. He's like 19,000 subscribers, isn't he? I think. 6'6", so he's 3 inches bigger than me. How tall are you, Geordie? Are you a big fat? I know you're big that way. I'm 6'3". My lad's 6'5", 6'6". He's got no weight on him, so he looks like a bloody lamppost. Triple time? Oh, what, the day in lieu? No, it's double time on Boxing Day. I've worked every Boxing Day for 25 years. Apart from last year, I went out and did one job. Sat there for 2 hours and thought I'm off home to sit with the wife, and didn't bother because everything was shut, obviously. Just a waste of time. But hang on, 6'2", yeah, we're about the same now. I think sometimes they're tall in different ways. My brother is probably 7 inches shorter than me, my oldest brother. And we got on an aeroplane and my knees were stuck in the seat in front and his were as well. So he's got the same length of leg between his hip and his knee as I have. Who's that? Hello Scott, how you doing? Yeah, I noticed that, Nevin. Yeah. The ego has landed. The thing is, if you don't have a bit of self-worth, you're never going to get on in life, are you? And you've got short legs and a long body, yeah. That's handy for aeroplanes then. Every time I get on an aeroplane, I've literally got to buy extra leg room because I literally don't fit behind the one in front. And slight hangover today. Well, you shouldn't drink. I had a bit of a week last week with it being my birthday. So I said, I won't want to drink anything while Wednesday, and I think Monday night I got stuck into a 12% stout. And then it went a bit messy from there, to be honest. I've got a mate coming round on Wednesday night, so that'll be fun. It's his birthday. I got my driver's badge yesterday. I've just, every 3 years you have to go and have a medical and a criminal records check to make sure you're not a weirdo. And it turned up yesterday. I look like some sort of bullet head. It's it's not good. You notice that you get older when you look at, because obviously I've still got the last one, and I look about 10 years younger on that one. There's one of them in particular, I took a photo and I got big rosy cheeks and I put about 4 stone on, and I look like, oh, like Sumo Ted. I've got some mead I need to bottle. 4.5 litres if it came out at 14%. Now that's a steady drink, isn't it, that one? I mean, that 12.5% stout, you won't want to. Ah, well, that's cool then. That's what you need. You need to go out, don't you? You need to, even if you stay in. Hello, Graham, how you doing? You need to, even if you need to stay in and you need to socialise, because it's all got a little bit, you get a bit, we've got used to people not coming and you spend your time watching the telly. I've got 20 litres of pineapple cotton candy in the IPA. Oh God, I've done it again. I missed that last one now. Cotton candy pineapple IPA. No, because I think it's on a bank holiday and I can't afford to not work bank holidays. Unless I just did it where I went on the Friday. Oh, New England IPA, lovely. Unless I went for B2B day and then just did the Saturday. But the Sunday night here on a bank holiday is like Mad Friday before Christmas. Everybody comes out. I was booked to go to the other one, the one that they cancelled in 2020. And I tried to cancel the room and they never got back to me. And then all of a sudden on the day I was supposed to check in, they said, oh, if you do this, that and the other, jump through these hoops, we'll give you money back, but they never did. I just left it, but I got booked in a real nice hotel as well. I got a massive room to myself. I could have took Net Reality back for a party. You get to have a bottle party in your hotel room. Yeah, that's what they're doing, isn't it? I made a mistake. I paid for it up front. CBA bottling is carbonated as much as I might. Oh, right. I see. I don't know what that means. I've not really done a lot of home brewing. I've done a lot of drinking in my life, but I've never done any home brewing. You'd have thought he would have had a pressure barrel, whatever one of them is. My dad used to make beer. It was bloody banging stuff. He used to. You always had to leave it alone because it's really tempting when you're waiting for something to mature or steep it. I don't know if you steep beer in. It's really tempting to get stuck in. And he used to have one where you put little gas bottles on the top and just blow them up. Well, it's just another thing, isn't it? I mean, when I first started vaping, I used to be down there getting all the liquids and that from the shop. I can't think about worse now. Just make it myself. Get everything from Wilko's. They put our Wilko's in the posh shopping centre that they built. Moved it from where it was. Right. You need to put something in there. Get it fizzed up. Hello, Tetley man. No intro, no outro here, mate. You're going to be quite disappointed. Yeah, well, it's one of those things. It's quite infectious. You just start and you hit on a couple that are a success and on it goes. I basically vape all my own stuff, even mouth to lung now. And with mouth to lung, you don't get masses and masses of flavour out of a tank that size and a little coil. But I just mix it a bit stronger. And I do consists of boiling water and a tea bag. Right, I better go. I've been here 33 minutes and I should be at work. So I'll get the sack off myself. Well, if you can do home brewing, you can do juice mixing. You want to do them both at the same time. It's, I ain't bought any flavours for ages and I'm still vaping the stuff that, I'm at 240 mils of some things and I just keep going between them all. Just have a quick rewick. And then obviously I've got Amatorium and Ancient Elixir to go at. Right, no outros. Catch you soon. Well, catch you tomorrow night, 10:30 with Any Tuning. Be there or be square. If I can actually turn it off. How do you turn it off? Oh, there you go.